What is up, guys? This is Josh the Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new video. So today we're going to be continuing on our Quorum programming tutorials, and we are actually going to be doing pretty much what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be learning about how to use the DateTime class. Now, what is the DateTime class exactly? Well, the DateTime class is pretty much a way for you to get the current time uh, in military terms, because the computer only returns military time. So you are going to have to convert that yourself to civilian time, which I might add, I will tell you how to do, because it's actually very easy. Because when you're dealing with time specifically, you only have to subtract one value from the hour, and then you're good. So yeah, let's get started. First, we're going to want to do a use statement. So use libraries dot, I believe it is in system dot datetime. Yep, right there. Now we're going to want to create our DateTime object. So I'm just going to call this DT. And we're going to go ahead and start. So first of all, let's go ahead and output the current, let's output the date. So output DT colon, and then it comes up with all these different methods or actions. There is a get day of month, which returns an integer for the day of the month, and this returns an integer for day of the week, which returns a 1 to 7. Now, day of month, of course, returns 1 to 31, because 31 is the highest value you can go up to when you're dealing with days of the month. You can get the epoch time, which I don't fully understand it myself, because, well, quite honestly, I've never used it. Get hour, it'll get the current hour between 0 to 23. Get minute, it'll get the minute between 0 and 59. As well as get month, which will return 1 to 12, correlating with the number of the month. Get second will return 0 to 59, indicating what second it's on in the current time before it gets to a minute. Get time zone, it'll return an integer indicating what time zone. Get year will return the year. Is daylight savings will return true or false if it is daylight savings time. You can set the epoch time, you can set the time zone, and all that cool jazz. So in our case, what we want to do is we want to construct we want to go ahead and construct the date. So we're going to go ahead and do a get month. Actually, wait, no, we want to create some values for this. So integer, we want to do month, and we're going to set that equal to dt get month. We don't want a semicolon because Quorum doesn't need those. Integer day of month equals dt get day of month. Integer year equals dt get get year. Integer day of week dt get day of the week, or get day of week. And I believe then, what is this? What is this? Okay. Oh, we need equals there. Perfect. Now that we have our different variables entered, let's go ahead and do this. We are going to go ahead and do our output statement. So output day of week. We're going to concatenate some text. So we're going to go ahead and then after our nice little comma, we're going to go ahead and do a, we're going to do month. And then we're going to do a space. And we're going to do day of month. And then we're going to do another comma. And now we're going to do the year. So let's go ahead and save that, build it to make sure we don't have any errors, and we don't. So let's go ahead and run it then. Now, as you can see, it now outputs 4/3/29/2017. Now, why is that? Well, specifically because Thursday, according to the, or not Thursday, Wednesday, according to the computer, is the 4th day of the week. So let's go ahead and open our calendar. So I have my nice little calendar here. I believe the system clock actually starts at Sunday as the first day of the week. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we are on Wednesday. Today specifically is the 29th. So it's kind of interesting because because 1 is technically Sunday. Now the month, since we are in March, it returned 3 because March is the 3rd month of the year. The 29th is correct because it is the 29th, and the 2017 is correct because it is 2017. Now, what if we want to actually return text instead of these integers? Well, we're going to have to create that logic ourselves. So let's go ahead and do that. Right underneath our output statement, we're going to create some text variables. We're going to do text, I'm just going to call them month string, and we're going to set it to an empty text, or we're going to set it to empty quotes for right now. Text day of week string. We're going to set that also equal to empty quotes. Now inside here, what we want to do is we want to do now right here we're going to do some if statements. It's going to take a little bit actually because we have a lot to do in terms of we have a lot to test. So we're going to do if we're going to test the month first because month is the shortest. So if month is equal to 1, we're going to say month string is equal, or month string is equal to, we're going to say January because January is the first month of the year, else if month is equal to 2, month string is equal to February, else if month is equal to 3, month string equals March, else if month is equal to 4, month string is equal to April, else if the month is equal to 5, month string is equal to May, else if month is equal to 6, month string is equal to June, else if month is equal to 7, month string is equal to July, else if month is equal to 8, month string equals August, else if month is equal to 9, if it is, month string is equal to September, else if month is equal to 10, month string is equal to October, else if month is equal to 11, month string is equal to September, October, November, else if month is equal to 12, month string is equal to December. Now, as you can see, that's a lot of typing. Sadly, there's really not much we can do about it because, quite honestly, there's no switch statement or anything like that in Quorum, which really annoys me, but whatever. So let's go ahead and copy paste our little output statement, and we're going to edit it to include our actual month using the string. So let's go ahead and go under our else if structure, output that, and instead of month, we're going to do month string. Now let's go ahead and save that, run it, and as you can see, we now have for March 29th, 2017. Perfect, right? Well, maybe not so much. We now need to actually do the days of the week, which hopefully shouldn't be that much more of a pain in the rear end than the months were, because the months was a lot longer. So if day of week is equal to 1. Oh yeah, I forgot I need to also... Actually, wait, did I already do that? Yeah, I already did. So day of week string equals 1. Day of week string equals Sunday. Else if day of week equals 2, day of week string is equal to Monday, else if day of week equals 3, day of week string equals Tuesday, else if day of week equals 4, day of week string equals Wednesday, else if day of week is equal to 5, day of week string equals Thursday, else if day of week equals 6, day of week string is equal to Friday, and then finally, else if day of week is equal to 7, the day of the week as a string is equal to Saturday. Alright, so now we're going to copy paste our output statement again. However, we're going to do the day of week string instead of just day of week. Now let's go ahead and save that, run it, and as you can see now, it says Wednesday, March 29th, 2017. That is pretty cool, isn't it? It's just sad that it takes so many lines of code in order to do it, and it's really, really annoying, actually. Now, that's just for the date. If you wanted to do the time, however, I'm not going to demonstrate it because it's just too tedious, and I don't want this tutorial to go on forever, but when you're dealing with time, when you're in military, like when you're anywhere above 13, just subtract 12 and you have your hour in civilian. It's that easy. So there you go. That'll pretty much do it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, and we will see you all in the next one.